more pet peeves?
If you've got any.
Oh, right. Have you? I assume since you're on a roll now.
Oh, no, it's just people.
I've got one. I've got another one. It's what annoys me the most is the small things. It's the small things that annoy me, right?
Squirrels.
No.
Smaller. Worms.
I don't mean animals. I mean things, right? So, if I, drive to the far side of Scotland to pick up someone and then drive them back over here again, and they didn't say thank you to me, I'll be like, oh, okay, I don't give a shit. But if I hold the door open for you, you fucking say thank you. And that is the up and down of it all. If I go out of my way to open the door for you or show some basic manners and courtesy towards you, you just say thank you. That's all you gotta do. It won't kill you to say thank you, just do it.
So if you were getting... Wait, what? If someone shot at me with a gun, a man with a gun, the men came with their guns and shot at me, and you dived in front of the bullet and it hit you, and I was like, brilliant, and I didn't thank you. That's alright.
Or you just stood up and patted yourself down and went, oh, that was a close one, and walked off.
But if I dropped my bullet in the floor and you picked it up for me and I didn't say thank you, you'd be like, that guy's a fucking asshole.
It's because the smaller things are more clear cut, whether you should be appreciative or not. Like, there are times where, like,
but they aren't though. Driving across the country to get someone is something that should be thanked for. Holding the door open for someone is just not being an asshole.
Well, I guess it's just the fact that we experience these little smaller things
more often.
Yes,
okay.
Like, it's like if somebody drops something in the street and I pick it up and give it to him, it's only a tiny wee thing that they obviously could have done themselves, but I did it because I'm being nice. You just say thank you. It's all you got to do.
I guess that's your point.
I hate people.
People don't say. People do that. Someone else doesn't say thank you. The person gets disheartened. They don't do it. That starts happening in the whole world, and then just no one's picking up anyone's wallet. There's just wallets everywhere. The world's a fucking mess.
All the doors are constantly shut. You can't get through any of them. They've just locked them because fuck it.
I had another one, like another good one, and I just can't be bothered with it.
People that say, I think I
can't be bothered with it. I can't remember it. So.
I've told you this one before. Like, people that say, "Ugh, that's disgusting," towards a food that is just obviously not disgusting.
Done this, though.
But you've done that loads. You do it.
Do I?
You're the only person I know that complains about that, and also the only person I know that does it.
Well, either way, it annoys me. There have been times whenever, like, I don't know, like my sister has been making like a cake or something, and she has this massive bowl of chocolate and marshmallows and cookies, and one of her friends walked in and went, "That looks disgusting," and I was like, "No, it does not look disgusting. It's a bowl of chocolate, marshmallows, and chocolate chips. It looks nice because it is." That's what annoys me. Like, but if I get up and did shit on the middle of the table, that would be disgusting because it's shit and it's disgusting.
Right.
But if I came and put a cake on the middle of the table and someone went, "Oh, that's disgusting," I'd be like, "Fucking wind your neck in." No, it's not. It's a cake. Wise up. And that's what annoys me.
If I came in with a living animal, like an octopus or something, and I just started...
That's a fucking weird...
Right, no, if I started eating it, just as it was alive and it's clawing at my face and things, you'd probably go, "That's disgusting."
Yeah, because it is.
But if you were in a different culture, they might go, "That's normal." And then when I got out the chocolate cake, they were like, "What's this? What the fuck is that? That looks the only thing that reminds me of is my poo. That's disgusting." And then you say, "Oh, that's fine.
It reminds me of my poopy."
You kind of answered the question by yourself. In a different culture. We're not in a different culture, Robbie. It's
no, but I'm saying people are
we're in the right country. It's 2014.
No, but my point isn't about cultures. It's about people are different.
I totally agree with that. But people that there are people that may not like chocolate, but to say this massive bowl of sweet, delicious goodness looks disgusting is fucking wrong, and it just is.
Okay then. Yeah, mine's was more. I think. Just people like who just argue too much.
I don't agree with that at all, Mark. Fucking hell.
Like, we go to fucking a university with games students.
Aye.
Just entitled internet assholes.
Autists.
Fucking who definitely all are somewhere between 6 and 10 on the autism scale.
And somewhere on the spectrum.
And they just, like, everyone will argue about everything. Like, our uni is just a breeding ground for them. Like,
but that's the internet culture. That's what that is.
It is. But like, it's not like the internet culture has bred people like you two. But our university is where the internet has bred people like them. I'll never forget a time in first semester of second year when some lad went and turned to me in the middle of coursework. Just a little guy who looked like he had not only never seen the sun, but didn't even know how to fucking spell shampoo. Just turned to me with his little weird mustache that looked like he had stuck on just pubes, and just was like, something, spaceship marines. And I was just like, he just looked so proud. And I just turned around and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was just like, it's like a quote, you know, from like Firefly, like the best TV show ever. And I was just like, I just remember going, no, I haven't seen that. Like, I have seen it, it's alright, but like, I just remember at the time just being like, I haven't seen that, because it just isn't alright to just fucking quote just TV shows that people you've never met before. Like, I have always sort of been a bit iffy on whether or not like spontaneous combustion existed, but in that moment I fucking really wanted it to. Like, Jesus Christ. Just that, everything, just our uni.
I think what's happened here is you've started off with a point and then you've realised, oh, you know what? Fuck it, right? Just autism. Fuck autism.
If anything, I'm doing good. I want to fight autism, but like for my own good, because I can't be bothered with it.
But like, it is because our uni is sort of. It wouldn't be wrong to say our uni is more of a sort of a nerdy university. Would you say?
Oh, absolutely. Like, it's probably one of the nerdiest.
Yeah, it specialises in
video games,
and computers and virgins. I
mean, there's nothing cool about it.
No, but there are
except for its business school. No one gets any work done there. It is the coolest of cats that go there.
Our flatmates last year went to that, right? And then one of them did.
Aye, but our flatmates last year did fucking. I think one of them did like fucking animal psychology, and the other one did like advanced addition and subtraction. Like, the two of them couldn't fucking fight their way out of a bin. You know what I mean? Like, fucking retards.
They're our next door neighbours. We got talking to them one day, and I asked them what course they did, and they said, we do food, nutrition, and health.
Oh, yep. Wow.
What a waste of everyone's time.
What was your reply to that? Is that all the...
Are there 3 different courses or something?
And by food, nutrition, and health, they just mean eating McDonald's, eating cum, and sleeping.
What a waste of everyone's time. What a nonsense course.
Can you imagine, like, one day they're going to be adults, and they're going to leave the uni, and they're going to go, oh God, there are no jobs. What have I done? I've wasted the only 4 years that the government will pay for me to be in uni to learn about fucking food. Oh God.
Ironically, I think 2 of them are fat, right? And
I love that, I love that.
So obviously they've been kind of missing out the nutrition and health aspects of the course.
One of them, shit man, one of our neighbours looks like Jabba the Hutt had an abortion. Like, it's just horrible. It's the worst.
It's the accent that gets me.
Oh, she's just fat and ugly. I don't know what to say. Just a fat, ugly nutter is what.
We're only being so aggressive about them, of course, because they're just so goddamn loud all the time.
Yeah,
us old men need our sleep. What was the point we were making about our uni? Oh yeah, it's just like not cool. Like, our uni isn't cool.
It specialises in
nerds.
Yeah.
And there are certain types of nerds that have been bred from the internet culture.
Yes.
Of just where it's okay to be a douchebag.
Entitlement.
Yeah.
If the internet, what the internet has given the world could be summed up in one word, it's entitlement. Like, definitely. And it's just like the uni is so just full of fucking lame people. Like,
Lame.
Like, I mean, take us for it. We're a perfect cross-reference, right? You are the coolest one of us, right? You just are. You dress the best. You're the best looking. You're into football. You're the laddest one of us. But your day-to-day involved getting up at 1, watching a box set, and then playing Skyrim. Like, you're a fucking nerd, but you're the coolest one of us.
Yeah.
And like, it's just, the uni's just tragic. Like, normal people would look at us and be like, fucking look at them. And now we're doing that to them.
Yeah.
So you don't imagine how bad they are.
Yeah.
We're so negative on here.
Yeah, we are.
Let's talk about something really positive. Rather than pet peeves, let's talk about what's the opposite of pet peeves.
Just things that brighten your day.
You, Robbie.
Thanks, man.
Porn brightens my day.
Aye, absolutely, yeah.
Like,
No, that's the other thing that we talk about.
What?
We
Like,
can't
we
go
always talk about
porn
porn and shit.
to negative things and go, oh, we're being very negative.
Let's
back
go
to
back to
porn
porn.
then.
I mean, we're just staying within our wheelhouse. What can we
Our
say?
bread and butter is porn and games.
What would
else
be
you want?
your dream job? And not like, oh, play games and get paid.
No, but like that is mine.
An actual job that
No, but
exists
that is
that you
I've
would
got
do.
of jobs that exist. Right, go on then.
I've got mine for sure.
Go on then.
Go, yeah.
But mine's just really stereotypical, I find. But it just suits the way
Fireman.
Being a
I
band.
am. Oh yeah, fucking
Rockstar.
Yeah, a rockstar.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking traveling around the world, drinking hundreds of alcohol, playing in front of people, and if they shouting your name, you'd just be like, "This is
Yeah,
a
that's
life."
good. That's
I mean,
good.
granted,
From what I gather,
the
like,
stress of it would be a bit cuntish because you're always moving town to town. You don't
Died
get
at
great
28.
sleep.
rock stars'
28
wives
club. 27
tend
club?
to just sort of
27
like,
club.
27 club. Dying at 27.
oh, because Kurt Cobain and everyone else.
everyone.
Jim Morrison as well. Jim Hendrix.
Rock stars' wives tend
Everyone
to
has.
have like a sort of agreement of like just sort of like, what happens on the
Promiscuous.
road,
Stays
honey,
on the road.
stays on the road. So I mean, you just live the perfect life.
Aye, but I mean, like, it would just be so good.
Yeah,
just
because-
imagine, right, you're in, give me, like, the Hydro in Glasgow or Wembley Stadium, they're in fucking...
You're up on stage, you're singing a song.
20,000
You
people,
can see some
40,000
tiny wee
people.
man accosting someone at the toilets, the disabled toilets.
But I mean, it'd just be so good. All these thousands of people, sorry, just screaming your name.
Paid money to look at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're just like, this is it. I mean, I'm going to drink some beers after this, do some
Yeah.
crack, do some speed. Why the fuck not? It'd just be
And
so good.
have your pick of all the women.
I mean, pretty much, like, everything is just going your way.
That's the thing, man. Girls that go to rock shows, like, hot damn. Like, and they'd just be,
Idolize it.
they'd idolise you. You'd be like on their wall.
You would be honouring them by picking them.
You'd know that there are posters of you just
Yeah.
covered in splash. Just covered. Oh,
I don't see why, like, anything else would be better than that, because it takes off all the my alcoholism, my lust for fame and power and money, chicks digging you, everybody. I mean, that's it. That's all I need in life.
that makes sense. Right? See, I'm like the opposite. I'm like a home, or if I could do my job from home, whatever my dream job is, I haven't decided yet. It'll be something I can do from home.
Okay.
Like, I don't like being away. I just want to stay at home. Like, are we doing like? Are you meaning dream job as in like with our current skills?
No,
or
no,
like
no.
because like like you just like if you don't get grounded at all, we could all just pick like fucking animating for Disney from our bedroom, because if you're a really good animator, you could spend 2 minutes of your day doing your job and make shitloads of money. But if you ground it in sort of like what
if
you're
you were
alright at
being
now,
an animator for Disney, you wouldn't be able to do that at home.
oh, I see.
You
right,
need to go
okay.
into the studio because otherwise
Yeah.
communication is slow.
I don't know. I don't know. You told me.
A wrestler.
Nah, but I mean, let's not get into this here. But the industry's an awful place. I'm
But
sorry-
you could be Vince
I'm
McMahon.
sorry if you've all just fallen
You could-
asleep. But like, we know, like, the wrestling industry is a
it's not,
horrible
yeah.
place to work. Like, no way. It's like a fucking circus. But like, that's for another day. That's for a wrestling podcast we'll start one day, and 5 people will listen to it, and it'll just be the 3 of
And they'll
our.
just complain about it because that's what wrestling fans do.
The 3 of our mums and 2 people who accidentally clicked on it.
They clicked on wrestling because they thought it said fisting or something like that. Don't know how to
Right,
read
what's
it.
your dream job, Matt?
I want to be an astronaut.
That's a good
That's
show.
fair enough, that's
That's
good.
a really good
No,
show.
God, that's the furthest from home. I feel anxious just thinking about that.
I want. I wanted to be able to fly and like just go to the moon and
That's
just,
cool as fuck. Why
I
not?
wanted to just like because it's not a lot of work for it was a pretty cool job.
Yeah.
And I want to put the big rockets. I want to have the button to launch it, and obviously I'm not the one that does that, but I want to be the man that says go and it fires up, and then money and power and
money just shoots out the bottom of the rocket.
but like an astronaut, space. We've talked about this before, and it won't make for interesting listening, but space is so cool. Robbie,
No,
me and
you're,
Robbie love this.
you're making a
So
Robbie.
much.
You're doing a Robbie where you've taken something that definitely isn't cool and applied the word
Space
cool
is
to it.
cool.
It is cool.
No, space is really interesting, but it isn't cool.
Well, general temperature in space,
Oh,
right?
fucking
God.
Probably
Right.
is quite cool.
Right, do another shot
The-
before Robbie tells us his dream job about fucking cutting up trees.
Yeah. Right then, Robbie. Go
Dogs
for
is a
it.
paint. Oh.
Yeah,
Dream
yeah,
job.
astronaut's a good shout, like. Now that's made me question.
Well, what was it before the astronaut? And then you
Cutting out trees.
fucking lumberjacks.
I think like having a wee hut in deep in the Canadian wilderness, cutting up some trees, a nice little local town that
How do you make money from that?
you get paid for cutting down trees.
Oh right.
Well, I mean,
That is a job. Lumberjack.
Yeah,
is a
Lumberjack,
job.
yeah.
I mean,
But
There's a wee local town.
But
I think
it's-
I've probably romanced this quite a lot
But
in
it's
my
not
head.
just one lumberjack, it's a company of hundreds of lumberjacks that cut down astronomical numbers of trees.
No, not in Robbie's dream job. Robbie goes and he makes this house out of the trees he's cut, and then he's like, because that's your thing, like you're not in it for the money, are you?
No.
Your like dream would be like to be like self-sustainable, right?
Yeah,
Like you don't rely on it, like everything you eat, you've
Grown.
made. And everything you
Pumpkin.
use, you've built.
Stock.
And all the waste you put out goes to fucking making more shit you can eat and use.
Yeah.
You'd use your shit for fertilizer, Robbie. You would love that sort of thing.
You drink your piss. You're one of these dudes that would drink his like
No, you
not
wouldn't
if you
drink it.
not even like drink your piss if you had to, because that's the question is like if you had to. Like if you were in the wilderness and you were stuck in the desert, would
No,
you,
but, like,
would you drink
drink
your
it,
piss?
like-
But you would like drink your piss like if it was like
I wouldn't drink
cold
my piss.
outside.
What are you talking about?
Just you've seen Bear Grylls doing it,
Ah,
and
yeah,
you
but
think
that's,
he's
like,
your real
wrong.
dad, and you're just like
that. No, fuck Bear Grylls.
Didn't
Shit.
Bear Grylls piss into the skin of a snake, and that's how he pissed into it, and then he wore it around his neck so he could keep it for another
He's a
time.
weird guy.
So then he drank out of a dead snake because he obviously gutted it out and all
Like
that sort
what
of
he
stuff.
does isn't like good. like no book or any other survival guy would necessarily do a lot of the things that he does. So he must get a kick from it. He must get.
I imagine you see Bear Grylls as like a rival, Robbie.
a rival. Yeah.
Like you're just like
Right.
this guy's fucking taking my dream job, and he's an asshole about it.
I always meant to fall out of a plane and break my back. God damn it, Bear.
Did he?
Oh yeah, that's why he stopped being in the SAS. 'Cause he,
The Super Army soldiers.
yeah, he was in the reserves and jumped out of a plane and didn't go too well, and he landed with a thud and decided I'm gonna go make some films and drink my own piss.
much as
Speaking of the actual podcast, the only feedback we got from the more recent video, which people didn't watch because we're not funny, was I wanna fucking listen to it when I'm on the train, and I wanna
I
listen
got
to
this
this
as
when
well,
I'm
yeah.
doing a shit and whatnot. And the only way we can do that is getting it on iTunes.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell the two of you who weren't there, Robbie's adventures into trying to get this on iTunes, right? It was so perfectly Robbie. It was unreal, right? So, I'm sitting there playing... he just took a shot. And he's pouring another. So, Robbie went onto the computer to do iTunes, right? And then he turns to me and he goes, "Oh, fucking, it's easy. You just have to do this. Click this button and your podcast on iTunes. It's amazing. It doesn't cost any money. Nothing. Perfect." So I turn back to playing my games, and Robbie turns to me and he just goes, "Ah!" And I was like, "What is it?" He's like, "I'd have to download iTunes." I was like, I'd assume so. And he was just like, "But the government.
I never said the government.
iTunes.
Fuck you.
iTunes will take my data and sell it to the
Never
Ugandan
said that.
police. And I was just like, Robbie, just download iTunes. And he's like, fuck iTunes. And I was like, why? And he was like, it's just because the computers. I was just like, Robbie, fucking shut up. For those, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but Robbie has tape over the webcam on his computer.
I don't anymore.
So the government can't steal his soul.
Robbie doesn't use PayPal because the money doesn't get stolen from him.
I'm gonna start a blog. I'm gonna link it to explain everything, like good sources. Everyone will think you are all assholes. Like
RobbieExplains.com.
Yeah. Make my own like link dump of explanation videos.
And it's just like clips of this podcast and then him going, you see, the thing is about what they said here was...
a really shitty editing of, now here's why they're wrong.
But what, I mean, you like, it was just so like, I'm going to put our podcast on iTunes and people will download it and we'll be famous. And then like, you complained for a bit and then you were like, I'll get Matt to do it.
Well, he loves
What
it.
was the problem?
He loves it. Oh, I don't want to iTunes.
No, come on.
I'm
Tell
not
the truth.
It's going to take too long to explain it, and once I've finished explaining it, you're just going to take the mick out of it. There's no point.
Sum it up. Come on, sum it up.
It's a really bad program.
But see...
No, you are wrong. You'll say, oh, so many people use it though. Because people are idiots. We know this.
On that same logic, so many people have cancer. That doesn't make that good.
Why is it shit, Robbie?
Why is it shit? Come on.
No.
I do want to know.
No, come on, sum it up for us.
So, like, instead of just being a program, what it does is it emulates a whole computer working and then is a program. This is when you're having it on Windows.
Sum this up for the people who aren't you.
Was my sum up.
Say that in a sentence. If I was to say to my mum, emulate, she was like, no, ladies do that once a month. Like, you need to use your simple words, Robbie. Come down from your tower.
Instead of just making a cardboard box, it makes another man.
A cardboard
the
box.
man that is tasked to make a cardboard box, and he goes, well, I could make that cardboard box, or I could create a whole nother person and then get them to create the cardboard box.
So what you're saying is, other programs give you like a little cardboard box for you to play in, and you can paint it up like a race car, or you can make it into like a spaceship, and you can float around like when you were a kid playing in like the box of the TV. But iTunes gives you a cardboard box, and then there's just also like a man watching you.
Exactly.
iTunes makes
That's
a man,
exactly what
and then
it is.
he gives you the cardboard box.
And you don't know who he is.
And
he's not your neighbour. He's not your dad.
And before you're allowed to play with him, you have to read like an 800-page document, or just click OK.
Aye.
Right. Okay.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, Robbie, I've used iTunes for many, many years now, and I've never had a man.
But you
offer
could
me
be
a
suffering
cardboard
from a
box.
cyber virus that you
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
It could be affecting your sperm.
You have Mac OS, so
Yeah.
it doesn't create the man, it just creates the box, like a good wee program.
He needs that Mac. Windows can't write screenplays. He needs his Mac.
I'm just glancing over at his iMac that's sitting here while currently logged in onto Windows.
Right, you. So iTunes is bad. And you couldn't have just downloaded it, done what you needed to do, and then deleted it.
Yeah. I mean, no, because I'd need to then download it again and thingy. And when somebody already uses iTunes,
Right.
why don't they?
So can you do it free, and is it
Yeah.
is the process easy and free?
You click upload and then you click upload.
So as long as
Regardless.
you've got an account for it, well, I'll do it if that's the case. I'll do it then.
There we go.
Because people have asked me.
Yeah.
Is this on iTunes? So I'm like,
Perfect, there we go. By the next time
we'll hopefully
you
have
hear
some
this,
iTunes
we've
shit.
got a podcast up, we're going to be more organised. We're going to try, hopefully in the next little bit, to have some fucking artwork over our Facebook and our YouTube thing. We're going to have like links to the Facebook on the YouTube, links to the YouTube on the Facebook. We're going to have fucking
Intros and outros.
Intros and outros is
Yeah,
for
that's a good
losers. No, I don't know. We're going to have a bank account that we need set up.
we need to do that.
We're going to have the fucking iTunes, and they're all going to link together, and this is not going to look like such a fucking shit show. And that's all going to happen at some point.
Seems like a good
we're
plan.
also going to put up more content.
Well,
yeah.
that might come. Well, we should probably explain. The reason there's been a gap is because uni is hard and it's
And
the
Matt
end of
left for a
uni.
while.
And Matt left us for a while as well. But I don't
We've
think we probably
literally started this podcast at the worst time.
Yeah.
Because we started it
And then had coursework. Yeah.
And then once coursework's over, we're all going back to our own homes.
We'll be
so
many
there is
miles apart.
There is a very good chance we won't record again for
Until-
months.
Until September.
But
Yeah.
We should hopefully build up content.
we will
for that.
absolutely try. There has been rumblings of the people who live here doing what I can only assume is going to kill one of us and doing a trip to Alton Towers. If we do that, we will record down there.
That's a genius idea.
We'll get Kirsty.
We could do it on a roller coaster.
No, don't be ridiculous.
Just do it with somebody recording their phone. And we're on the next
sit
one.
in the
And then,
We're sitting
Great
in the hotel
fun.
room after the park, and we get us four, and
oh, are you staying down there for the night?
we're talking about doing a couple of days in the park.
Oh, I never knew this. I
Yeah,
thought
a couple of
we
days,
were
a couple of
just
days in the
one
park.
day.
That's what I thought as well.
In a wee bed and breakfast or something.
Okay.
In our room, we could record the four of us and the two girls, or if the two girls didn't want to be in, we could get rid of them and we could record.
Yeah.
But like we are gonna try to do content over the summer.
Yeah.
But you should know that like
It's going to be hard.
it is going to be difficult. We might end up doing like Skype,
Yeah.
like group calls, and so because at the end of the day, we'd rather have content that sounds shitty than just not post anything for 4 months.
My voice will sound lovely.
Because you'll be the one
like
recording it
yeah.
with a mic.
Right.
The rest of us will all sound like you're like talking to us on the phone.
No, we'd record it at each place. We shouldn't talk about this on the podcast.
But regardless, there will be content.
Yeah.
It might sound shit, but it's better to have content that sounds shit than just not have anything at all.
Yeah,
I'm sure you agree. If not, please fucking call us assholes on
And
YouTube.
then at the end of the summer, we have the reboot of the Victory Dance podcast.
Oh yeah.
Genuinely
Oh, yes.
once a week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
More than once a week.
Well, no, the podcast
This
probably
once
goes
a
out,
week.
yeah.
But we were talking about doing a games one because we're all into games.
Yeah.
We were talking about doing a wrestling one.
sure.
Me and Matt have got some serious movie reviews to do.
Yeah.
I have an idea that I have completely stolen from a podcast I listen to that
Fair
sounds
enough.
amazing, where they just do the group of them just dub over movies. And they just sit and they get drunk and like they basically tell their listeners like hit play on the movie and hit play on our like dub over at the same time and then just enjoy the movie and like they just go and they dub over like classic like I think they recently did Jaws and it's just like that sounds amazing.
That does sound pretty
We could
funny.
totally do that. We could put on little voices and it'll be beautiful.
I got one question about Alton Towers. What are you going to do whenever you can't meet the height requirements for the roller coasters?
I've got some special platform shoes that I wear.
Will that?
Gets me just above everything.
That's good because I wouldn't want you missing out on the fun, Robbie.
No.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
be-
I'm being legitimately serious here. Your girlfriend might actually not meet some of them, right?
How big is she?
She's like really small, isn't she?
5'2".
No, that's big.
Nah,
enough
that'll
for
be
me.
fine.
She should make most. She'll
Like
make
the
all
big
of them.
ones, the big
remember-
one, like Air. I remember going up to Air and being like, "Holy shit, Kirsty almost can't get on this."
I remember from my youth at Flamingo Land that it was, which is the one closest to Newcastle, anyway.
Is that for poor people? Is that for poor people?
Hey, they've got 2 record-breaking rides there. So
Nice.
big
They're
stuff.
both just kids getting put on the back of actual flamingos.
And I think like 4-8 was the big one, and I counted the days down till I was 4-8 and got.
Are you 4'8" now?
I just
Have you made it?
4-8 and a quarter.
That quarter's important.
Five
What height are you?
5'6".
Are you really?
Absolute bollocks.
No way are you 5'6".
Yeah.
I thought you were like at a push 5.
Don't be. Matt's a giant, so like that makes
Yeah.
sense that you can't judge height well.
What are you, 7'2" or something?
7'4" last time I checked, and I'm still growing.
What actually are you like?
6'3", 6'4".
No way.
100%. At least 6'3". 6'3", definitely.
Right, okay.
Pushing 6'4".
This is boring.
Yeah.
No account at all.
I can't remember where we're
Right,
at actually.
I can't remember what we're doing. Well, let's
I've got a couple of
We're
would you
gonna-
rathers.
we're
let's
gonna-
take
more
another
content.
shot. Let's take another shot
Shot.
For Queen and Country.
for Finian and Teague. Oh, that one's filthy.
Better than the green one.
No, I think green's better.
Oh, Michael just vomited.
I got a few would you rathers if you want to.
Why don't we do a little mid-podcast would you rather, and then we'll end with one as well.
Yeah, mine's just.
Can I give you the one I've been burning to ask for the last few weeks?
Yeah.
This has been posed by one of the lads in the university. He questioned, I'm sorry, Robbie, that your sensitive ears are about to hear one about sex.
Oh no.
The question was, your partner, your one true love, your other half, so you two are going to have to imagine having a one true love, right?
Yeah, nah, can I do that?
You're with her, and you love her, and you legit care about her, right? This isn't just some fucking schoolgirl you're banging. It's like a real friend. It's like how you and I are, but also with putting stuff inside other bits of each other, right? Now, your partner and your mum swap bodies.
Oh.
Just swap bodies. And the only way to change them back is that you have to bang one of them.
One of them?
Who do you bang?
Like, what do you mean swap bodies?
Exactly what it means.
I don't understand what that means.
Have you ever seen?
So your girlfriend would still be your girlfriend. She would be in your mum's body though, and your mum would look.
Like consciousness has changed.
It would just be like they switch. So like, you know.
That's a really good
You'd
question.
be sat there with your girlfriend, fucking Cinnamon for the strip club from earlier, and you'd be sitting there with Cinnamon, and Robbie'd be in his room with Diane, and like fucking Cinnamon would be like, "Oh God,
I'm actually your mum.
Why do I look so old? Matthew, I'm scared. Matthew, please help me. Please look after me. I'm so scared, Matthew." But she just looks and sounds like your mum, and then you phone home on Skype, and your mum's like, "Matthew, have you been looking after yourself down there?" But she looks like your hot girlfriend that you bang all the time. Who do you bang to change them back?
I don't know.
Robbie, you're in your room with Diane.
That is a genuinely really tough question because it's bang the image of, like the whatever you pick. The only thing that you're going to be thinking about is that looks
this
like
is
my
mother.
Yeah.
Or this is my mother.
I think I know what I pick.
Go on.
I think you pick whatever the body is that's not your mum. So you'd be fucking your girlfriend's body, but
then you're actually banging your
mum.
real mum. Your actual real mum that has raised you. You're just face to face with her while you're banging her. The only thing is she looks like fucking Cinnamon. But like she is your mum. Like you are banging away and she's like, "I remember changing your nappy."
So
like,
so then you film then you
but
bang
do
the one
you?
that looks
Because
like your mum.
could you live for yourself? Could you ever talk to your parents again after you had physically banged your mum? Like
mum's body.
Aye. But even then, like you, like as soon as your girlfriend says anything, as soon as even if she doesn't speak during sex, even if she just goes, like she enjoys it, that is going to be in your mum's voice.
It's like I'm hoping like the transformation isn't instant.
Well, that was the thing, right? You finish, you pull out, you come, and then your mum's like, "What are you doing, young man?"
I did it for you, Mum.
I actually don't know. They're both awful.
Michael?
I think a gun.
Right,
Robbie's
Michael.
suicidal.
Come on, lovely wee chirpy Rachel. Who sat there and she's like, "Michael, I love you so much." And then all of a sudden,
Like
she's like, "Michael, help me.
Like
I look like your mum, help me."
Yeah, I don't know, because then you've got like obviously you need to deal with it, but on the other hand, like if it wasn't your mum's consciousness, she would never know, and you wouldn't need to worry about like that. But you would know that it was the body, but it's
your
but it's still
mum's
technically.
body.
It's just, I know, it's kind of.
I mean, that isn't even taking into consideration like the toughness of the act.
I know.
Yeah,
Well, that's.
true.
I mean, that's the thing.
Because,
There is a third option. Selfishly, don't do it.
Aye.
Yeah,
But like,
Sorry, girlfriend.
you are stuck
You
looking like
dumped-
Madeline forever.
And also, you're like 30 years older as well.
And you get a crying phone call for your dad being like, "Thank you so much. You're the best son. This is the best present I could ever have asked for."
At least then, like,
Somebody's
At least then Dad's happy.
And your mum's probably quite happy as well.
Because she looks young and fit again, yeah. But your
just have
girlfriend,
to go-
you've ruined her
You just have to
life.
think plenty more fish in the sea, eh?
Like, she's there, like, having a mental breakdown because she's, like, middle-aged and overweight and has a cesarean scar. And you're like, plenty more fish in the sea, Kirsty. And she's like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Good question.
I would
That's
definitely, 100%. I've thought about that. I've had time to think about this because he posed it to me a while back. It would be Kirsty in my mum's body. It would be my mum's body with Kirsty's consciousness.
that's what I was going for.
Because, I don't know, I think I'd just be able to see it in her eyes. Like, I'd know it was... Like, no, I don't even know. I wouldn't look like...
I mean, you could just close your eyes.
Exactly. I'd have the comfort of knowing it was Kirsty.
Yeah, that's what I was posing, like the consciousness.
As long as there was, like, a good, like, 24-hour change over it.
Like, the person I care about, I'm having sex with. And it would be, hopefully, like, I like to think that if it was Kirsty, like, I almost certain, like, I had never really thought about it like this until right now. If it was Kirsty, I like to think, and I'm almost certain she would be, I'd be like, I'm gonna bang you from behind, and I'm gonna look over here where I've got just the premiere porn showing on a TV, and I'm just gonna make this as quick as humanly possible. And that would be it, because then the second I was done, I'd look down, Kirsty was back, everything would be fine. But the other way around, you finish and you look down and there's your wee mum.
Yeah, that's a good
You
point.
brought your washing home, son?
We'll throw it in with the sheets.
Oh, God. Yeah, that man's, like, even if the changeover was like a day later,
Yeah.
I'd say Kirsty's consciousness in my mum's body, definitely.
Yeah.
Matthew?
I've changed my mind. I think, what do you think there? What you said there?
Did I sell that well?
Yeah.
Seems like the
very
only
well.
logical choice.
It does, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that's good then. I'm happy. I won a game.
You won the one that you posed.
Yeah, I suppose that's not really fair. I really didn't think... Well, I mean, I suppose we all get along. But for some reason, when we talked about doing this, like, would you rather? I was like, I don't think we're going to agree that often. But as far as I'm aware, there's only really been one
Well,
we
we've got
disagreed on.
ducks.
The ducks
and
and
we
the
disagreed on
Yeah.
goats.
We all agreed that ducks were better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the goats thing...
Matt was with doing the goat and we were with not doing it. But everybody
Matt was all about doing a goat.
Yeah.
100%.
But the rest of us were like...
Quite pro, actually.
I would say I was pro goat fucking.
I'm actually disappointed in like the 4 people that managed to listen all the way through who didn't send us any messages letting us know if they would goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Get involved.
Have we had any experiences as well? The pictures that we talked about.
No one messaged us. I know there's only like a few of you that listen this far in,
Yeah, I forgot.
and it's all people we know. But post on the Facebook, fucking tell us what you'd do in this scenario. Just do it because it looks nice to have comments. When we see comments, we just feel better about ourselves. We're only doing this for approval because we're all weak. Just please help us. Yeah. So I think we've not heard anything back. Last one wasn't as positive.
This one be good though, I reckon.
Wasn't it? Yeah, I think we didn't push it as much though.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one we were
Novel.
like, podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's fine. Like, obviously, it's not going to be. We're going to like dwindle down to our core base, and then hopefully it'll be all up from there.
Let me tell you a funny story.
Okay.
I don't know why it popped out of my head. We've got a guy that like edits this shit for us just for fun because like I don't know what he's up to. He doesn't want paid. He just does it for fun.
Yeah.
He does the bit none of us want to do for fun. We were in his flat the other day. Lovely young man, giant, huge man,
Jolly.
huge man, and
Named twice.
Yeah, named twice he was, because he was so nice, he was named twice. We were in his flat the other day, and he has pretty special interests, shall we say.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
a special interest.
particular,
one day,
unique.
he went, oh my, did you know, like, you're all aware of Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
For people that aren't, Kickstarter's this website, I'm sure you all are, but Kickstarter's this website where like companies who want to make like a movie or a video game or anything go on and say like, we can't get funding, if you're interested, pay us whatever you want, and once we reach this amount of money, we'll make it. And it's been fucking hugely successful. Anyway, there is a porn version of Kickstarter called Offbeater.
Okay.
And it's like porn directors go on and go, right, I want to make a fucking porn version of Schindler's List, and I want to replace all the characters with cats, and I want to shoot it in 3D, and then people
Actually in Auschwitz as well.
people just fucking post money. They just give them money. Anyway, he went on, paid like over like 60, 70 bucks overall to get like a printed book of his special interest, right? And if you paid over a certain amount, you got your like username printed in the book. And we were in there the other day reading through it, and it's filth. It's disgusting. It's the worst. It is the like the bottom of the barrel of human existence as far as I'm concerned. But like at the back of the book, there's just like 2 or 3 pages of usernames, right? And it's all like fucking. It's all just like Mr. Big Dick and fucking horse fuck McLove monster, and then further down the page there's a guy called Pussy Dick Piss, and then right under him it's just our mate's full name. His username is his actual name.
That is comedy.
So the whole book is just full of just like disgusting, like the usernames that just not only like just the people who go on the internet, the people who are into this, and the people who go on these sites,
and then go on to this site often,
and then the people who pay enough money to get this, the kind of usernames that those people have, and then just David Wilson, and it was just like the fucking funniest. Like that is they are forever.
Yeah.
Like in the annals of history.
And like, there's more than one edition as well. However
Yeah.
many names are there, at least those amount of folk have this book,
Yeah.
and they can read through and be like, "Oh, there's good old Pussy Piss 3 or whatever. Oh, and John Smith, good on him.
I love talking to Pussy Dick Piss in the forums.
Always has some really good ideas."
I like the bit when Pussy Dick Piss suggests that one of the cartoon characters fucks another one.
And pisses in their pussy.
Oh God. So yeah, we read that, and it was just, there was his name just right there for the world to see. Like, I imagine if you scroll far enough, like I'm really hoping his future prospective employers do, you'll just find like a YouTube, like
Just a picture of him with the book and a thumbs up. Here are some of our happy investors.
Jesus Christ, I'm nerds. Right, let's do another shot.
Okay.
Oh god.
Shut. Oh, it's filthy.
They're getting better though.
They are getting better.
I wasn't going to drink tonight, but I've had a bit.
No, I wasn't either. I'm feeling all fuzzy.
I'm not too much.
Oh,
No,
we've had like
alright.
6 shots each.
Yeah, that's
Look, it's all been mixed shit at the
I
end.
started drinking like 3 months
also,
ago.
it's old as well, so it's not
And
alcohol
warm and
evaporated
stagnated.
off.
Oh, it's filthy. Blah.
Did you say you had another? Would you rather?
I've got quite a few here.
We're just gonna bang out another one, yeah?
Oh, you
do a
do-
couple.
do
Yeah,
couple
why
more.
the-
I've got
Why
one
the
as well,
fuck
but I
not?
don't know
Okay.
So,
how long this one will take to answer.
okay, we'll go for.
We could do, would you rather vote yes or no in the current coming up
Scottish
Scottish
independence.
referendum? That'll get some real fun chat going. Let's just agree to never talk about that.
Yeah, politics. And,
Politics.
Yeah, politics can suck it. Like, we only...
We've already alienated enough folks. Okay.
We can't alienate our base viewership of politicians.
I heard even Cameron decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to go talk to Ed about...
Right, so I've got.
Enough.
It's not a would you rather, but it is a question. Okay, so
Okay.
we're all aware that there's been since the Jimmy Savile incident, there's been a whole string of people in the BBC getting getting scundered.
Amateurs.
Exactly. So there's a man I think we know called Rolf Harris.
Yes.
Who's done many bad things and got
Can you
caught.
tell what it is yet?
That
was his line.
Yeah, it's rape in your mouth. So
every time.
If you were to do this, how would you get away with it? What would you do?
Let me tell you a wee side thing first. One of the guys in the uni, Lorcan, has met Rolf Harris as a child.
Oh.
And I asked him,
Don't
you feel just like a little bit offended that he didn't try? And he sort of looked like he was thinking about it for a minute, and he was like, actually, yeah. Because
Tongue down, Rolf Harris, I want you to rape me right now.
I was so supple. I could have been your dream boy.
Brings like a picture of what's wrong with this?
When he was like small enough to get bathed in the sink, I was like, look what you missed out on. Anyway, how would you get? We just can't talk about how would you get away with fucking child abuse.
That's how I would do it. I'd kill myself.
Because it isn't bad. Because that's like.
What if, right?
We're gonna just start getting like actual, like our podcast is gonna become like, you know how there are like pop stars over here that like no one gives a shit about, but they're like huge in like fucking Austria and just like shit like that. We're just gonna become like a really niche in like the fucking molester market. Like we're gonna find all our podcasts just on like fucking forums called like Secret Endeavours and shit like that. Like.
Instead of like when they have the press releases where it's, oh, this kid's shot up this school, oh, and he played Call of Duty, it'd be, this guy's raped these children, and listen to the Victory Dance podcast.
We're going to become like how they blame video games for like everything now. That is what it's going to be. Like, another child has been taken thanks to the Victory Dance podcast. And it's just a picture of all of us like, hey,
that'll be the picture of us actually doing the dance.
Oh God, doing the Victory Dance. Yeah, of course it will. Brilliant.
Nobody's gonna get that. No, literally nobody understands that.
One day when we're famous and we're going to fucking conventions and shit, it's just gonna happen. Someone's gonna come up and be like, your name, I get it, and then they're gonna do the dance and we're gonna be like,
that would be creepy. Because how would they know?
I don't know. It's from a fucking nerdy ass video game. In case any of you are curious.
It's not even in it though.
We're so nerdy, we made our own dance.
Yeah,
for this
we made up
video.
our own dance, and Kirsty saw it and she didn't leave me. It's a fucking lyrical. Yes. Right, give us another one.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick with the sort of mum theme here, right?
Go on.
I'm really sorry for what I'm about to say here, and I'm sorry to the listeners as well. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but
oh God.
Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for an entire year, or join in once to make it stop?
Oh my God.
I'm really sorry I brought this up, but it's such a good question.
Oh no.
Can I like scoop out my eyes? Is that a sub option?
Melon ball or just...
Oh, sorry, I keep going on tangents, right? But see that one I asked earlier about the mum, like the parent or the girlfriend thing?
Yeah.
This was asked when we were out at dinner the other day. We were out at dinner with some of the guys for uni, and one of them's girlfriend was there. And it was asked to her, right, okay, your boyfriend and your dad swap bodies, who would you bang? And with like deadpan reaction, she went, oh, well, my boyfriend, because my dad's body's decomposing.
Oh dear.
And I like, out of sheer I just instantly just was covered in sweat. I was just so nervous, and I just started going, just laughing really loudly and just couldn't fucking handle what was happening.
That's amazing, that's so good.
Oh, I like to think that either like A, she was just making a joke because it was hilarious, or B, like it's true, but she's like totally alright with it enough to make jokes, and not like the alternative third option where she's like really uncomfortable and she made that joke to like try and fix, like sort of make herself less uncomfortable, because that would be really horrible. But I definitely think it's one of the first two, like big time. But yeah, shit, it was so funny. Anyway, I would watch
every day
for a year.
for a year.
Yeah.
I'd do it. I'd watch. I'd have to.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to watch. You just would, because
you couldn't
do it. And we've talked about it. I mean, we just did one about banging your mum.
And you'd be numb to it after like a don't know, a week, 2 weeks,
After,
you would just be like,
after
alright, whatever.
you'd just be so used to it. Fucking hell.
Do you not just get like really drunk beforehand?
Yeah.
Then you
Could you
forget
imagine
every
trying
time.
to... Oh, okay, yeah, no, I thought you were
Oh.
going to say, get really drunk before you have sex with your
Oh,
mum.
No.
But,
Right,
Before you
I've got one that's not about sex, shockingly.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Right.
Oh, sorry, Matt.
Would you rather
Okay.
hear everyone else? You know, just like, do you know that like voice that really annoys you? Do you know like the like typical like voice that like annoys the shit out of you?
Scousers.
Like everyone will have one. That's my point. Like you'll be Scousers, and I'm assuming you like me. I'll be maybe like sort of like high pitched like girl voices.
Yeah.
Just like whatever voice is
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
Okay.
Would you rather hear everyone you ever meet have that voice, or have everyone you ever meet hear you have that voice?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh,
Like,
everyone.
No, it's not that voice. It's everyone hears you
Oh,
with the
yeah,
voice that
okay.
they hate.
Oh, okay, that's yeah, okay.
Why are we like...
Minds are blown.
Surely it's like you would rather not be annoyed yourself. Like, I'd rather annoy other people than be annoyed myself.
You'd end up having like no like.
See, I don't think
People would be
that's
friends
the
or
complete
friends, though.
opposite.
People would
friends
be
will-
put off their first meeting with you. You'd never make new friends, and friends just
Getting
come
a
and
job
go.
would be hard.
Like I'm not like I don't speak to anyone like back home that much. I don't speak to the people I went to college with. There's a chance after uni I might not speak to the uni people. Like you grow up and you move on, and like if everybody you met, their first impression of you was Jesus Christ, that guy's annoying.
Yeah.
But it's a good point that like you would get used to it. Like there are folk that have annoying voices that you know. Surely, thinking about it.
No,
No.
because you just assume those folk are annoying and you don't make friends with them.
Yeah, I've done that. Like last week.
No, yeah, it would definitely be that I hear the most annoying.
Yeah,
'Cause
me
you,
too.
You
Yeah, me
get
too.
because it's everybody. You'd get used to it super quickly,
Yep.
and it wouldn't affect you.
Yeah, I
Therefore, it
think-
wouldn't affect your relationship.
You'd become really sad though. Your,
I don't know, I
your
think you just get
girlfriends
used to it.
and every one of your friends and everybody has the exact same voice.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, it would be kind
That'd
of
be
fucked
really weird. Like this big butch guy for you anyway, since it's like high pitched girly
Yeah.
screaming, would come at you and be like, "Oh, how you doing, Mark? How are you?"
It would just be weird because like you'd hear a conversation coming from like the kids or whatever. It's just like it just sounds like one fucking crazy annoying bitch just fucking talking to herself.
That's a good point.
In our first right, okay, I say you hear everyone else is annoying as fuck. What are you saying?
I say that was all. Yeah.
I agree. I think I would rather hear
Hear
the
it
annoying
than
and rather
have-
than be annoying and then like your life's just fucked. Two
Dunno,
jobs.
Here he comes. Here comes the goat fucker.
I don't know, like I'd rather annoy other people than be annoyed myself, and that's me. I'm maybe because I'm selfish. I don't know, but and then you make a good point how like no, you couldn't be friends. You wouldn't be friends.
I bet people wouldn't hire you.
Yeah, so I'm saying like
No, that's not.
because your interview and they would just get a wrong vibe. They
You go to your interview and like they are asking you questions and they are like, right, so what do you think you could bring to this job? And you're going, well, I think that I can. And they're just like, Jesus, fuck. They'd want to get you out of there so fast. Like, yeah, your life would be ruined.
It could really mess with other people though when somebody comes in and they go, "Oh, the last candidate could not deal with his voice, that really deep voice that you just hate," and the other person's going, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's that really high pitched voice that you hate because it would be subjective to
Oh
them.
my god, you'd be
Fuck
able to
people's
help.
mind.
You'd be able to help like weed out racism. You'd be able to find secret racists.
Oh, he comes
People
in
would
with
be
his-
talking
his
about
black
you.
voice.
People would be talking about you. Someone would be like, God, that guy has such a high-pitched, squeaky, annoying voice. And someone else would be like,
He's Indian.
what? He's got an Indian voice. He just sat in that job interview going, ooga booga. Like, you just, that'd be great. You'd have a superpower of just like finding the worst humans. Great.
What's that saying? The low tier superpower? That'd be in there.
The low tier superpower, yeah. That's
What was
enough. I
your-
think that's enough. Oh, have you got? Would you rather?
What?
What
Oh
was
yeah,
your
that's
opinion
but it's quite, I don't know, horrifying, I suppose.
Horrifying.
Well, it's not in the
Go
sense
on.
of like fucking your mother's body and shit.
Would you rather your mum get set on fire while you had sex with her, or your dad climbed inside you and ate spiders? It's
it's not really a would you rather. I suppose you're being forced to. It's one of them's going to happen
go
regardless. You either set on fire and you like burn alive. You melt like you're set
you
on
won't
fire
be alive for long
until you're dead, or you get drowned. Like if you were forced to, you're like
no,
because like I've
Set
got
on
weird,
fire, definitely.
but when you're being set on fire, you go clinically insane.
drowning.
Good.
Drowning.
Like we don't know. They don't know like if you feel like you just go clinically insane, so you will lose your mind. You
Am
still
I-
feel pain.
Am I pre-picking? Has somebody gone fucking? You have to pick one of these.
I pretty much
and then
somebody's
you pick
hold
one.
like
right.
basically they've got a gas can and stuff and a
Drowning.
tub of water.
Drowning.
No.
It's been. Hear me out.
Okay.
You're being set on fire. It's horrible. Hurts. You're in pain. You're literally waiting to die.
Yeah.
Drowning. You immediately just put your head underwater and breathe in as much as you can, and then you're dead instantly.
Nah. Because
But your
right,
lungs will
you're
collapse
forgetting.
in your body.
Okay. That you have to breathe in, and you cannot force yourself to do that. You cannot force yourself to breathe in water.
Watch me.
So, no, we'll do that with water then.
I'll fucking die!
Aye, exactly.
Is that what you
cannot,
want?
You cannot force yourself to breathe in water.
You
It's
serious?
only when you get to the point, so you are in
your
that tub
lungs
of
are like-
water, panicking, waiting for that moment where your lungs override your brain and go, I'm sucking in air.
This is
That's
gonna
horrible.
sound. This is
Horrible
gonna
crap.
sound mental, but like, if you're right, still drowning, because
See, I just not. Drowning
doesn't-
is, to
time-
me, the worst way of dying.
no,
But-
being buried alive is the worst.
No.
That's true.
But
Drowning.
see, drowning, right? The thing about drowning and being set on fire is, one of both of them, you're just feeling just shitness until you die. The amount of time doesn't matter. I imagine the amount of time it takes you to drown when your head's been immersed, and how much time it takes you to like die from being set on fire. Maybe about the same, right?
No, I'd say it's short of drowning, right?
I'd say fire's maybe longer. But the thing is, right, if you're one of them is until you die, you are in fucking crippling pain. And the other one is until you die, you're anxious as fuck.
But you'd still be
Nah.
in pain because your lungs are just under so much pressure.
No, it's still thinking like physical pain.
I'm glad I brought one up that's like sparked a
Physical
this is
pain
cool.
and like mental pain is way worse.
But like, it's not.
No, but you still get physical pain. Your lungs still can't.
Yeah,
they
so why
don't
not
understand
just
what's
go
going
for
on.
the physical pain?
And your nerve, if we're on fire, your nerve endings will die quickly because they'll be seared off. So like perhaps you
Also,
won't feel the
being
pain.
buried alive, great way to die.
Oh, here we go.
Great way to
But
die.
that's so wrong. It's
Right.
So
Like
Go-
out of like
Go on.
things,
Yep.
pretty good way to die.
No. False.
Once you resign yourself to, I get the whole claustrophobic kind of panic,
Right.
would be shit.
Once you resign yourself
Once
to
you
that.
resign yourself, I'm going to die. I'm assuming this is in a coffin.
Well, why
Go
not?
on then,
Go for it.
buried coffin, go on.
You just breathe until there's not enough oxygen in the air, so that you pass out.
That's true.
You continue breathing enough carbon dioxide until you die. Done. You literally just slowly go to sleep and then you die.
And you wouldn't wake back up.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but it depends.
Well, you're not waking up being drowned either. You've got
That's what I'm
none
saying, like, if
of
you
the
were
pain.
to be buried alive, you might wake back up.
No,
you might
because
like
there's
wake
no
back
oxygen.
you
up.
might fall asleep and then like there's enough air to wake back up and you're still fucking buried alive. It'd be horrible.
But then you've already resigned. No, but you wouldn't fall asleep unless you were tired. Like
Yeah, not
the
passing
reason
out,
you're
yeah.
falling
I
asleep
don't know.
is
You'd
because
maybe
you're
just go
passing
for a
out.
wee nap.
Thinking it's all a dream, you wake up.
Oh shit! I'm still here.
Oh god,
Back to sleep.
this is the worst. It's taken so long.
Yeah, that's a good point. You would pass out, I suppose. But then it depends on everything else because panic would set in and like you would literally like scratch your nails off, blood everywhere. Like you wouldn't
Yeah.
panic to fuck. But I mean,
Yeah.
right, back to it. Like burned
Yeah.
alive
Gone alive.
or drowned.
Some monks could do it, so
I've got a question for you, Robbie.
okay.
Hold on, Matt. What
Yeah,
was
wait,
hang on,
we'll
hang
get,
on,
we'll
hang
get
on.
a definitive answer.
Fire or
Like because right,
you can't really pick
Right.
fire
I
like
got-
physical. No man.
Yeah.
I would
You
take.
vote.
I would. If somebody said to me, like, "Do you want to be like really anxious for like a month, or like have one of your fucking fingers cut off?" I wouldn't just take like. I wouldn't even just take instant pain. over mental anguish.
Here is a fact for you, Mark.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
Just to bear in mind.
Can we do one more shot before we fucking...
I'm done for shots tonight.
One more.
Nah.
Do one more for me, please.
No.
It's my consider it my birthday present. You won't see me on my birthday,
People
so just...
underestimate how much physical pain they can take, and they overestimate how much mental stress they can take.
Right?
So, you're wrong.
Oh, I see, right, okay then. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Should we wrap it up?
Right, so Matt, what would you pick?
What I picked...
You're either going to get drowned or you're going to be set on fire.
I do get Robbie's point though about like physical pain. Yeah, you're in pain, but it's I don't know. But I'm gonna go for drowning though. Obviously,
You're gonna go for the
I
drowning?
think it's drowning.
Fair enough.
No,
Right, okay.
Right, so
I think it's drowning.
drowning. And
Drown, fire.
Fire.
Are you in fire, Michael?
That's no.
Oh, you're not decided.
I probably would take fire because
He's the one
Fuck
doing it.
I just be like, woohoo!
Oh, he's trying to find out how he's going to kill us all. Jesus, it's finally happening.
No, I'd probably pick fire. No.
Right, one last shot and then we should probably wrap up. It's been over
Yeah.
2 hours.
For Allah and Cork.
Alright.
Jesus.
Speaking of Allah, sorry.
Oh crap.
This is the last thing I want to say. Robbie, this is for Robbie. I want to hear also in this situation. Robbie, you are on board one of the planes at 9/11.
Okay.
Oh, Christ.
What do
Oh,
you do to save the lives? What do you do?
I quickly break one of the chairs and I turn it into a bow and arrow. And I fire the seatbelt at the man with the turban on and I win the day and all the ladies have sex with me.
Turns out it's just some Sikh that's sitting next to me. Unfortunately.
It turns out you weren't on one of those planes, you were just on a plane.
So
I don't know enough about this.
This isn't you. This isn't you versus the terrorists. It's you, but you can recruit other people. You can eat if you want to. We'll give you half an hour. You can interview them to see which ones you will have on your side. For fuck's sake! I know you love that. Don't
Just before you get on this plane.
Is this coming down to... yeah.
Before you get on this plane,
At the
we're going to
gate.
interview you about the fact that we're about to suffer one of the worst terrorist incidents in the history of the earth.
Imagine that if you were sitting at the gate and some boy comes up to you and like, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to vet you, just to see if I think that you're a suspect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take into account all your skills and what you might bring to my anti-terrorist team on this.
Because you are about to board a plane that's going to cause one of the greatest atrocities to happen. And then he's going to go, oh, well, in that case, I don't want to get on the plane. And you're going to go, no.
Hey, don't you butterfly effect this,
Yeah,
right?
you have to get on the plane. It's been decided. Sorry. No, come on. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is insane.
What do you do, Robbie?
What do you mean? Like, and what?
Like,
respect?
What's he do? I mean,
Like, so as a
Do
person
I
jumped
do
up and
anything?
shouted-
Yes.
yes, but what do you do? Do you get the trolley?
like-
What do you do? Do
Well,
you?
are they like patrolling the aisles?
Yes, they are.
Is there just a man at the end that's got a gun by the cockpit?
I know what Robbie does. I know exactly what
What's
Robbie
he do?
does. He plucks up his courage, he gets up, and immediately gets shot.
Yeah.
Right, man.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what Robbie
one.
would
Really?
do.
Well, no,
You-
if they're patrolling, obviously you'd
Wait
pick
till
your
that's-
tank to strike and then get shot. But like,
No, I mean, there's no guns on planes, Robbie. Come on,
No.
like this.
What did they actually
I think
go
they
with?
did have guns.
I
Could be wrong.
don't
Could
think
be
they
wrong.
did. They had knives.
They have knives.
Really?
Yeah.
Then
I
fucking
mean,
go for it.
Then
I mean,
cushion for like a shield. Because you,
Cushion.
yeah, the
puts on his Captain America costume
Jumps
that
up.
he's got in his pocket.
no,
No,
your
that's
seat,
not-
your seat's detachable because it floats. It's got armbands as though it could be used as a shield.
Wow.
So yeah, maybe get the trolley, charge them with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but what about your charge with?
Hopefully, my act of courage will
Spark off a chain
spark off
reaction,
more
that's
people,
fair
which is true actually in street attacks. Will spark more people to
What
fight.
will? What will?
If someone,
Act of
if
courage.
your
My
first one
act
joins
of courage.
in,
Okay.
yeah.
Like if
Right.
somebody's being mugged and like nobody does anything, then
So
nobody will do
you
anything.
try valiantly, but you'd end up getting shot
Probably.
by the terrorists.
Probably get
I
stabbed in the
just
face.
go on like a one man spree and just you elbow, you nut them, you knee them.
He's got all sorted out here.
But he's actually like he's actually just doing this to like the wee old woman in the seat next to him. He's just going nuts and smacking her.
Oh, just walking down the aisle doing all this to nobody, while the guy just slowly picks up him and just pops him
Swinging
on
his
the
arms and
head.
his elbows, and he's going, yeah, take that, terrorist. And the guy's at the opposite end of the aisle, like just going to his mate, like in fucking Darpa, going, look at this idiot.
Accidentally like opens the door halfway through, just gets sucked out, just that's him dealt with.
Speaking of fucking terrorists, don't let the terrorists win. Like our podcast. Go on the Facebooks. Right, what can they do, Robbie? They can go to the
like
victory
us on
dance.
Facebook.
They can like us on Facebook. Matthew, what else can they do?
If they go onto the Facebook and they write their favourite verse of the Quran, I will pick my favourite and we will
Discuss it.
Yeah, we'll discuss it.
Right, so
it's
they can.
deeper meaning.
Right,
Yeah.
what can they do, Robbie? They can. What was the first one you said there? They
Like
can,
us on Facebook.
what's the Facebook called?
Victory Dance.
What else can they do, Matthew?
Rights of Islam.
Right, okay, great. Michael, what else can they do?
Fire up a comment
On the-
see what you would rather, or if you had to, you tell us what you'd do.
You can, most importantly, subscribe on the YouTube. Subscriptions are important.
Likes. Favourite.
Like us on the YouTube.
We've
Favourite
got
us
a
on the
Twitter
YouTube.
account, but it's quite hard to find. So we'll hopefully link that on Facebook and YouTube.
It's all gonna get easier to find, but just do this. Help us.
Do we have an Instagram?
Get us out there.
Do we have a Tumblr?
If we get enough shit, we'll start posting ridiculous
Do we have a
Instagram
Vine?
photos.
We should make a Bebo.
Do we have a Snapchat, a Bebo, a MySpace? We should get them all.
Yeah, we'll
Like
get like
Pokemon.
every time you guys do enough on one of them,
Yeah.
we'll add another one.
Yeah.
Until we're eventually making a right. That's
Until we make our own
If you guys
social
get
media.
every like another 100 people that do things for us. 50, 10, fuck it, 5, let's be realistic. We will just get involved in another social media. And once we've done them all, we'll make our own. That's a promise. And we'll get Robbie to do it, and it'll be really weird. And
be really shit.
it'll have messages in it about like how you should just like, you should use our social media and also fucking stop using social
Oh,
media.
Google Plus.
Oh
Google
god,
Plus.
yeah.
Did Yahoo have one?
No.
Right.
Literally, what mine would be is you log on and you do nothing. You absolutely do nothing because fuck people.
So then you just give it
It would
your
just be
data.
Reddit. Fuck it. It would just be Reddit.
Right, great.
Have we got subreddit?
We should have us fucking hell. We should
We
make us.
said that we'd let fans do that because.
Oh yeah. That's sort of like As ridiculous as this sounds, we figured we'd wait, and if we became famous enough that someone else either A made a subreddit for us or a wiki page for us, that would be the shit. That would be that's like our
That's
goal.
when we've made it.
That is, as far as I'm concerned, that is like the top of the. If somebody makes a fucking wiki or a subreddit for us, we've made it. Like that is it. I'll be happy and I'll die and I'll fucking set myself on fire and drown myself.
Good.
Right.
So, does anybody want to do the song this time, or should I? Just
The
do
song.
it? The song.
Oh yeah, Robbie always does.
What song? A song.
The ending song.
No.
Da-da-da-da-da. Fuck off.
Right, turn off.